die, Lord, I had asked the question with all the others. But since then, I haven't thought much about it. I've been spending the last night and half the day looking for the other 12, or the others that made up our band of 12. Just 9 more to go, I say to myself, as I hurry back to the place where I'd seen Andrew. It's still deserted. There's a rut in the sandy soil that catches my eye. I follow it up till it makes a curve around the next building. It beckons to follow me. Jesus had said those very words to me just 3 short years ago. I seem to know that I'm still following him as I hurry along the trail made by the object. Soon the groove in the dirt is obliterated by hundreds of footprints. I look for Jesus's. I would know his sandal prints anywhere. I had followed them from Galilee, or from Lebanon to the Dead Sea and back. Up ahead there is a large group of people. I climb up onto the roof of a house to see what is going on. There's a man lying under a heavy wooden cross. The soldiers lifted up off of him. They seize a man coming through the city gate from the country, and they put the heavy cross on his shoulders. Some of the women in the crowd weep and wail a funeral chant. The man on the ground turns to the women and says something as the soldiers pick him up. He's wearing a dirty white robe and has a crown woven from thorny vines. It causes blood to drip down his face. It is Jesus. Even though he can't hear me, I cry out, "Oh my Lord, what have they done to you?" He speaks to the women, and then the soldiers push him along roughly. I'm paralyzed and cannot move from my rooftop prison. I hear crying and eventually realize that it is I, mewing like a hungry lost kid. The voice says to me, "Phillip, where can we go to buy enough food to feed all these hungry people?" In some fashion, I'm transported to another time in another place. I'm on the side of the Sea of Galilee called Tiberias. There's a multitude of people. I know that the Passover feast is tonight, and I wonder, why aren't they home preparing for it? Suddenly, I find myself on the rooftop, lying on my stomach, my face in wet mud, for my tears have mixed with the clay. My mind travels back to that day in Tiberias when we were getting into the boat. It is evening and we are supposed to go back to Capernaum, and still Jesus has not come. We will be late for the Passover feast that we're to have at Peter's house, so we decide to go ahead and leave. Darkness comes up quickly as the storm cloud blows in, and then the sea begins to pummel our boat back and forth and up and down. We all take oars and begin to row all night against the wind. When we're about 3 or 4 miles from the shore, we see in the faint light of dawn Jesus coming to us, walking on the water. "It's a ghost," said Thomas, and some agreed with him. We're afraid, and we lie down in the boat. Then Jesus' gentle voice comes to us in the wind. "Don't be afraid, take courage, for it is I." Peter stands and calls out to Jesus, "If it's really you, Lord, then tell me to walk on the water to you." And Jesus' reply is simply, "Come." Peter gets out of the boat and he too walks on the water. Then the wind blows and begins to blow fiercely, and Peter falters and begins to sink. He cries out, "Save me! Save me!" And Jesus takes his hand and they walk back to the boat. "And now, Jesus, you can't even save yourself." Nor can I. The sob escapes my throat. There are no more tears to blow. For the sob blows red water onto my face in the mud blow. I have no more tears to wash it away. If I had faith, I could rise up from here and rescue you from 1,000 soldiers.